Hello, I'm back at the library. I tried doing stand-up recently at the Spokane Comedy Club and it did not go very well. I bombed really hard. If I told you I was doing something once a month for 4 minutes, you'd probably say, tell me less. When I got on the stage, I was trying to adjust the mic to get it a little taller. As soon as I touched the mic, the XLR cable popped out of the microphone, poof, fell out. Hey. Hello. Let's go a little soft. Oh, nice. I just didn't want these jokes to die, so I'm trying to perform them now in front of nobody. My mom was very concerned about my dating life. Towards the start of this new year, she had a very vivid dream when she was sleeping that I was going to start dating somebody. And it was very vivid. She saw this person, not the most attractive person, also on the smaller side, pretty short, but we seemed to be very happy in this dream. A little manipulative. My mom does this. I love my mom. I know she wants the best for me, but I don't need my mom in my head. So now, when I'm out and about looking for love, I just cut right to the chase. I say, "Are you the little homely girl inside my mom's dreams?" And usually they're like, "No, but I wish I could be." I'm kind of an idiot. I'm a sucker for clickbait. Fell for some recently. It said, Harrison Ford's granddaughter is the most beautiful person on the planet. And I was like, I'll be the judge of that. I drive better with no car insurance. Trust me, because not having car insurance makes you really focus, because you don't really want to get hit. I used to actually say that. I don't believe that anymore. A drunk woman hit my parked car. I wasn't even moving. I'm glad I had insurance because cops came and they were like, show us your insurance. My body's all fucked up. My hands are sweating right now. I've been sweaty, so sweaty, for as long as I can remember. I remember going skating, like when I was probably like 12, 13 years old. We used to go skating around the roller rink. If you don't know, it's a circle. And you'd ask a friend, you never ask somebody directly, you'd ask a friend to ask a girl to skate. If she said yes, I'd always lose the date on the first turn on the count of my hands being so sweaty. I knew what was coming. I started gripping a little tighter, knowing that the curve was coming and my hands were sweaty. I'd always lose my date though. Be like, Darlene, darling, there she goes. I realized how much I've been peeing on myself lately. It's like, I guess I got a bit of a dribble problem. I got a pair of khaki pants recently. I guess I've been dribbling because there's piss everywhere. So when I'm like usually in a urinal now, I do like this curtsy thing to get all the piss out. If somebody sees you do this at a public urinal, they're just like, that guy must worship piss. I got robbed recently. I was walking my dog. I didn't even have my wallet. I was like, how about some poop? I've got a acid reducer pill. I've got crazy acid reflux. And I know that drinking creates that. I take the acid reducer pill down with a shot of whiskey. Sit back and let them fight. Have you ever met somebody a lot of times and they just can't seem to remember who you are? Like, you could be talking with them at a party and it could be time to go, and then you're like, all right, well, nice talking to you. And at the same time, they say, nice to meet you, and at the same time you say, nice to see you. I guess I didn't make an impression on you. So now when I meet somebody, to make sure to make an impression, I say, I'm Nate Dogg, and then I do a helicopter penis. And that usually seems to be pretty memorable. I collect vinyl records. I love it. I collect a lot of jazz. I can't imagine some of these like conversations a record executive having with a jazz musician in the early 1950s. They'd be like, maybe not put their arm around him, but they'd be like, we don't want the public to know that you're black, so we're gonna put a white bitch on your album cover. And it's gonna be a little out of focus, kind of frolicking in the ocean. and the black jazz musician is like, all right, man, if that's what you say. I love R&B music. It's so weird how it starts, though, those songs. Oh, yeah. I play music. I've started a lot of songs, but I've never started any song like... Back to the jazz. I like Fats Waller, the jazz pianist. I love Fats Waller. And at the end, pretty much of every one of his songs, he talks a little shit. And I like that. He's like, if you would have listened to me, I wouldn't have had to smack you in the face. Now you sitting here crying. Which brings me to the race jokes. There's only one race joke today. I remember having a black friend. This black friend, John, doesn't matter. We were in a park, just walking through a park, and there was a couple on a blanket just having a night. It was a nice evening. I walked by this couple, and I was like, hello. I didn't think anything of it, but my black friend, John, just thought it was hilarious. For like weeks and months after this, he was like, hello. You sound so fucking white, dude. I was like, hello, hello. I was like, all right, do I sound like that? He's like, yeah, hello. Hello, guys. I was like, shut up after a while. I was shopping for a truck recently, and the salesman kept showing me all these huge trucks, like lifted F-150s, like monster trucks. Finally, I said to the sales clerk, I was like, let's just say I've got a regular wiener. Do you have any of those trucks in stock? Like, I don't have to compensate for anything. You got any of that stock? Which makes me wonder, if you do buy a truck, I see them like dangling the keys before they hand them over, like, all right, we're going over a few things. We already went over revving your engine and making people uncomfortable in general. But now we're going to talk tailgating. If somebody can see your license plate, you're not close enough. You got to get right up on that car. And take it from me, a guy with really tiny genitals. And take it from me, a guy with a really small penis. You're gonna love your new truck. Here you go. I've been shopping at the Goodwill bins. They've got this thing, it's like they sell you stuff by the pound. It's like the stuff that the stores don't want to deal with. It's a lot of junk. And sometimes girls go out there and they shop for fashion, like wardrobe. I love those girls. I got a good pickup line for them. If they have a shopping cart, I ask them, do you mind if I hop in your shopping cart? Because I'm also a piece of shit. My roommate's been having a lot of sex lately, and I've been hearing it. It's been just really loud. Our house is old house, and it's just the walls are paper thin. I hear everything. I don't think my roommate's like, let's go home and have loud sex and make Nate feel like shit, because he's single. What a loser. I don't think they're doing that. But to get even with them and to put the same kind of energy out into the world, I've been having picnics in front of homeless people. And the homeless people are usually like, why are you doing this right here? And I'm like, just live your life. I don't want to help the needy. I want to dismantle the systems that make people in need. Where'd the comedy go? If you're like me, you've noticed Spokane, this city, it's a lot like other cities. There's a homeless crisis going on. There's homeless people all over the place. You drive around, you see it. I haven't solved it, but you could do like me. When you're driving around town and you see homeless people, just replace the words homeless people with church. So when you're driving and you see some, you say, oh my gosh, look at that. Where'd all these churches come from all of a sudden? It's like they're multiplying. And they're always asking for handouts. It's almost like they're like proud of it, these churches. And it's just like, I wonder if they know how unwanted they are, these churches. Somewhere in the middle of COVID, my dad and family kind of convinced me to move back to my hometown, Spokane, and I did. And when I was looking for a new place to live, my dad was nice. He let me stay at his house, and I was there for about a year, which was a year too long. But I appreciate him letting me stay there. During that year, my biggest accomplishment was not spilling red wine on the carpet. Good job. And at some point, when I was living with my dad, we had kind of like a family reunion. We got a bunch of the family over and some friends to the house, and it was a nice day. But the day was winding down, and I just got a wild hair. I was like, I'm gonna go downstairs and rub one out, which is what I did. I went downstairs, and I started watching some adult content on my phone, and I was like, where's the audio? I was like going up and down on the audio, like, where's the audio? Restarting the video, what the heck? And then I was like, oh yeah, I had my Bluetooth speaker tethered to my phone. I was making music all day, I was playing DJ, and my phone is still tethered to the Bluetooth speaker upstairs. Whoops. I never went upstairs to see if anyone heard the porn. I don't know. I don't think really anyone was there anyway, but I was like too embarrassed to go upstairs. I never went up to figure that out. So that didn't really have like an ending. So I was calling my friend Spencer about this like real situation that happened with the speaker, and I was like, I accidentally blasted porn sound like during a party, but there's not really like a funny ending to this. And I was like, does anything, I just told you the story, does anything like strike you about this? Like, how could I redo this ending? And Spencer was like, well, the first thing that strikes me about this is like, there was a family reunion and you felt the urge to go downstairs and beat off. Yeah. All right, that wasn't the smoothest start, but here I am. Thank you. I haven't been dating anyone for a while, and my mom's been pretty concerned about that. It's a little manipulative what she's been doing. Towards the start of the year, she said she had a very vivid dream about my love life, and now I got my mom in my head. She said she had a very vivid dream. She saw this girl, not the most attractive girl, and she's on the shorter side. So now, when I'm out, just like out looking for love, I cut right to the chase. So I just walk up to him and I say, are you the little homely girl in my mom's dreams? They're always like, no, but I wish I could be. I'm kind of an idiot. I'm a sucker for clickbait. I love clickbait. I followed for it recently. There was some clickbait that said, Harrison Ford's granddaughter is the most attractive person in the planet. I was like, I'll be the judge of that. My body's all fucked up, I'm sweating. Like even when it's completely freezing outside, I'm just wet. Just from sweat, for no reason. It's been like this for as long as I can remember. I remember trying to go skating at Patterson's. If you don't know, you skate in a circle. I'd ask a friend to ask a girl to skate. If they said yes, I'd lose her on the first turn on account of my hands being so sweaty. And I knew what was coming. I'd try to hold the hand a little harder, but I knew that first turn I'd be like, Harley, there she goes. I love jazz music. I collect vinyl records, and I can't imagine some of these like network or executive guys having a conversation with a black jazz musician in the early 1950s. It might sound like this, like, we love what you're doing. You're here to talk about the album cover. We're gonna put a white bitch on the album cover because we don't want you to know that the public knows that you're black. Sorry, that one, I slipped on that one. Hey, straight, please. I also like Fats Waller. He's a jazz pianist, a stride pianist. I like him because he always talks a little shit at the end of each one of his songs. Like, you didn't have to hit you, you didn't have to take the alimony, and I wouldn't have to slap you on the face. Wow, these are really falling apart. I love R&B music. Like, a lot of the songs start like, oh. Like I write music, and I wrote a lot of songs, but I never started any song like, oh. If somebody says there to you 2 times, you're fucked. It probably means you're in like a lot of trouble. They probably are, oh, there's my voice. If somebody says there to you twice, you're fucked. They're probably rubbing your back. Something bad probably happened to you, like, I'm sorry your dad's face melted off and you got squished pretty good there. My first job ever was for a racist porta potty company. It's called the Ku Klux Klan. I had to quit working for them though. I needed the money. I'm not sure with the light how much time I've got. I'll try to get into this. I've got a audio recording app on my phone, and before you can hear your audio back, it forces you to watch a commercial. It's kind of annoying. It's like I just wanted to record a fart, but I guess I'll buy a Toyota Tundra.